Good afternoon, YouTube. This is the Jungle British Army Jungle sleeping bag as the underquilt. I've done all my modifications to it, just laying it for a bit, and I'll tell you what, it is pretty damn spot on. Yeah, it kept my back warm. Obviously I had to do a bit of messing about and stuff to get it to work properly. This new addition is this hammock here is the one that comes with a handy hammock. It packs down so compact, I love it. I've lost my DD one, so that's the end of that. But yeah, so these ropes will go around here into a ring, and then I've put them into a carabiner. The bio-micro robes in there, and then you have to tie them off, otherwise that will slip round, go flying out the carabiner, which you don't want. But then yeah, so you got these carabiners are lightweight climbing ones. I've got off eBay, I found them for like £9. So the ring goes through them, but then also you hook the hammock up through there, the under blanket, sorry. So this bit here used to be the head of the sleeping bag. Now I've just snipped the head off with a pair of scissors, snipped the hood off with a pair of scissors, so now it's a square edge, and then I've ran bungee cord through this little, through this section here using a wire coat hanger, feeding it all the way through there, and then tying the bungee cord on, pulling that through, and then I've just put some cord locks on them, so then you can make this end snuggle up nice and tight or loosen it off. And then I've used the cords that are with this jungle bag, tied some bungee cord onto them, put them up through there, put cord locks on them so they can be adjusted. Then I've redone the zip. I cut all the zip off of this end piece, tied that off with rope, and then I've just put this duct tape. I'm going to get some black on there, but I've just put this. I mean, it doesn't look that pretty, but you know, it does the job, and that's the main thing for me. So I've cut the zip off of there, wrapped this round, and I haven't had to take it to a seamstress. So altogether this is 30 quid for all the, no, it's less than that, it's about £25. And if you don't count postage and packing, it's probably about £15. So it's pretty cheap. Tape that up with duct tape, and then you've got one of these coming out here, so I've put the line lock on that. Another one coming out there, put the line lock on there, and then I just cut the zip off all the way up to here, and then moved this. Then yeah, I moved this so the zip can't undo any further, and the zip actually goes all the way up and shuts the hammock in, so when you're inside, this closes your feet in. I've just come here today without a sleeping bag or anything like that, and I'm just laying in it, and the difference it makes is pretty big. I mean, these aren't the thickest in the world. If you got a really thick one of these somehow, the same design, and messed about a bit like I have with that, you could probably just sleep in that as it is in your clothes, and you'd be warm enough at this time. I mean, it's quite cold now, it's probably like about 3 degrees today, so it's not warm by any means. But yeah, laying in that, my back actually started to sweat. I've got my thick smock on and just a t-shirt under that, and my back actually started to sweat. So obviously when you're in there, you can adjust it as well, because you can just reach back and play about with these, because there's no knots involved. You can play about with these and sort of loosen it or tighten it up a little bit. And then obviously when you do the zip up, that goes around your feet, but that also compresses the sleeping bag around the hammock a bit more. But yeah, so the mods are, I cut the zip off the end there, get it all together, bundle it up so no draft can get in the end there, bundle it up, tied the rope, used the rope that was in the hood to fasten the hood up, tied that round there, put duct tape on it, tie bungee cord onto these, make them off onto the carabiner, move the zip, like underneath there I've stitched that with thread, obviously, put loads of thread around there, and then crimped that back on so the zip can't fall off. And then this end, just literally cut the hood off, go through this pleat here with a coat hanger, and then feed some bungee cord through that, put cord locks on that, so then you can tighten this up, like baffle that up really well, but then again you can just adjust that once you're in. And then using these, which already come with the hammock, more bungee cord going out to there, and it's working pretty good. Obviously I'd have to spend a night in it. I mean, actually I was saying that about if you bought a really thick one, if you use this and a thermarest inside and a sleeping bag, you would definitely be warm enough in the winter without a fire. If you had a fire, you'd be too hot. You take your thermarest out, you'd be snug. But if you didn't want to carry the thermarest, just had this in your sleeping bag and a fire, you'd be boiling. Didn't have a fire, I reckon you'd still be all right. Because no draft gets on your back, that's the most important thing. But yeah, I'm going to have to spend a night out in it. See how it does then, but yeah. Okay, to give you some idea of what that packs down to. That's it. So it's a pretty tight little unit really. I mean, it's probably the same if you squashed it out lengthways, you know, thin. It's probably the same as a thermarest, and it's going to be a lot better. I've just laid there in it for another sort of 10 minutes and then laid in the hammock after, and it does make a lot of difference. So, you know, that's going to cost you like 15 quid. All you need is the cord lock, some cord locks. They're about 99p on eBay, the bungee cord, and then this. And if you buy this without the stuff sack, it's even cheaper, but stuff sack was like £3 and I thought that was worth it, so you can get it down. But yeah, there you go. Cheers for watching.